Before we get started today, take a moment and press that subscribe button. This channel is built for people who respect real money, real history, and the quiet power of patience. If you've lived through the years when coins mattered, when cash was trusted, and when value was earned slowly, then stay with me until the end, because today's coin has surprised more than a few experienced collectors. Now let's step back to 1990. The world was changing, but not all at once. Digital money had not yet taken over everyday life. Cash was still king, and coins still worked hard for a living. In South Africa, the 50-cent coin was a familiar companion. It wasn't small change, but it wasn't flashy either. It was dependable, practical, used daily without ceremony. And that is exactly why so few people ever thought to save it. The 1990 South African 50-cent coin was produced during a period of transition. Minting technology was improving, but traditions still guided design and quality. Coins from this era were meant to last. They were struck with durability in mind, using metals that could withstand years of circulation. When you held a 50-cent coin, you felt its balance. It sat firmly in the hand. It felt honest. The design carries quiet authority. There is no excess, no decoration meant to impress. Every element serves a purpose. The lettering is clear, the imagery strong, and the overall appearance confident. This coin didn't need attention. It already had trust. It moved through shops, buses, cafes, and markets every single day. It paid for bread, newspapers, and simple necessities. It was part of routine life, and routine life is unforgiving to coins. The 1990 50-cent coin circulated heavily. It was handled constantly. It rubbed against other coins. It slid across counters. It was dropped, stacked, counted, and forgotten. Over time, the sharp edges softened. The surfaces picked up marks. The original finish slowly disappeared. Most of these coins were worn down without anyone noticing. No one stopped to think about future value. Collectors understand something important. Coins that are ignored often become the most difficult to find later in top condition. High-denomination coins are saved. Commemorative coins are protected. But everyday working coins like the 1990 50 cent are used until they are exhausted. That reality makes high-quality survivors far rarer than people expect. For men between the ages of 55 and 65, this coin often brings back memories of steady routines. Weekly shopping, cash transactions, counting change at the end of the day. It reminds them of a time when money felt solid and predictable. That emotional connection is powerful. When collectors feel a personal link to a coin, their interest deepens. It becomes more than metal, it becomes memory. Another factor that raises interest in the 1990 50-cent coin is the timing. The early 1990s marked the end of a long chapter in traditional coin usage. Within a few years, electronic payments would begin to change how people interacted with money. Coins from this period represent the last years of widespread, everyday coin dependence. That historical position gives them added meaning. Condition plays a critical role here. Most surviving examples are worn. Many show scratches, dull surfaces, and softened detail. Coins that retain strong definition, clean fields, and natural surfaces stand out immediately. These are the coins collectors search for patiently, sometimes for years. When one appears, it does not stay available for long. There are also subtle differences between coins from this year. Some were struck with stronger pressure, producing sharper details. Others show smoother surfaces and better metal flow. These differences are small, but experienced collectors recognize them instantly. They understand that not all coins from the same year are equal. Improper cleaning has reduced the number of desirable examples even further. In an effort to make old coins look better, many were polished or scrubbed, destroying their original surfaces. Collectors strongly prefer coins that show honest aging. Natural wear is respected. Artificial shine is not. As a result, untouched examples are becoming increasingly scarce. Professional grading has added another layer of interest. When a 1990 50-cent coin is graded in high condition, it gains credibility and stability in the collector market. Grading confirms that the coin has survived decades of use without losing its essential character. Certified examples are trusted, compared, and pursued more aggressively. International collectors have also started paying attention to South African circulation coins from the late 20th century. These coins are still undervalued compared to many other markets, but that gap is narrowing. Collectors are realizing that everyday coins with low survival rates in top condition offer long-term potential. Time continues to reduce supply. Coins are lost, damaged, melted, or removed from circulation permanently. Meanwhile, interest grows quietly among experienced collectors who understand that true value does not come from hype. It comes from scarcity, history, and survival. Now imagine a well-preserved 1990 South African 50-cent coin. The details are crisp. The surfaces are clean and original. The coin still carries its strength and balance. It looks far better than it should for something that worked so hard for so long. This is the kind of coin that makes collectors pause. It represents discipline, chance, and respect for history. Coins like this don't shout. They don't demand attention. They reward those who know what they are looking at. They remind us that value often hides in plain sight, especially in objects we once took for granted. You've stayed through the era, the daily use, the wear, the rarity, and the collector's way of thinking. Now we reach the final moment, the figure that brings everything together. The 1990 South African 50-cent coin, in rare, well-preserved, high-grade condition, carries an estimated collector value of $500,000.